All of you very good morning students. Today discuss topic respiratory volumes and capacity. Respiratory volumes and capacities. Volumes and capacities means intake of the air amount, exhalation of the air that amount. So they discuss the volumes, capacity of the air volumes, respiratory volumes. First one tidal volume. So tidal volume means the volume of air that inspired or expired during the normal breathing. Tidal volume means the volume of the air inspired or expired. So inspiration or expiration in the normal breathing. So these are called the tidal volume. Tidal volume means the volume of air inspired or expired. So inspiration or expired in the normal breathing. So they are the normal breathing is called the tidal volume. Tidal volume means the maximum amount of the volume of air inspired or expired during the normal breathing. So normal breathing. So these are called the tidal volume. Normal breathing once normal breathing. So like resting position is the normal inspiration or expiration. So normally they once inspired 500 ml. The tidal volume is a 500 ml. Once a normal resting position inspired the air 500 ml. Next one expired, expiration of the air. So they are the 500 ml. Tidal volume. The tidal volume means normal inspired or expired breathing is called the tidal volume. They are normally 500 ml. 500 ml the intake of the air 500 ml, exhalation of the air 500 ml. So they are the tidal volume. Second one residual volume. Residual volume. Residual volume means the volume of air that remains in the lungs at the end of the forced expiration. After forced expiration. So they are the after forced expiration. The remaining air present in the lungs, that was called the residual volume. So the remains in the lungs at the end of the forceful expiration. After forceful expiration, air presenting in the lungs, that air volume is called the residual volume. After forceful expiration, the remaining air of the lungs is called the residual volume. So they are the 1100 to 1200 ml. After forced expiration, the remaining air presenting in the lungs, that volume is called the residual volume. These are normally 1100 to 1200 ml. 1100 to 1200 ml remaining in the lungs. Next one inspiratory reserve volume. So the inspiratory reserve volume means maximum volume of air that can be inspired by a forced inspiration after normal inspiration. Inspiratory reserve volume means normal respiration. So normal inspiration after forced inspiration. So they are called the inspiratory reserve volume. First normal respiration after forced expiration. So they are called the inspiratory reserve volume. The maximum volume of air that can be inspired by forced inspiration after normal inspiration. After normal inspiration. First one you take it up the normal inspiration after forced inspiration. So they are called the inspiratory reserve volume. They are normally 2500 to 3000 ml. 2500 to 3000 ml. So the normal inspiration, the forced inspiration after normal inspiration. So first you are taken up the normal inspiration, normal inhalation of the air. After forced inspiration of the air, this total volume is called the inspiratory reserve volume. So they are the 2500 to 3000 ml. Next one expiratory reserve volume. Expiratory reserve volume means maximum volume of air that can be expired by a forced expiration after normal expiration. So they are the forced expiration. forced expression after normal expression. Forced expression after normal expression. First one, you normal expression. Normally the air is going to the outside after, so they are the normal expression. So after a forced expression after normal expression, so they are called the expiratory reserve volume. Forced expression after normal expression, so they are called the expiratory reserve volume. Expiratory reserve volume, so they are the 1000 to 1100 ml. 1000 to 1100 ml, so they are the expiratory reserve volume. Expiratory reserve volume means forced expression after normal expression. Forced expression after normal expression, so they are called the expiratory reserve volume. So this volume is the 1000 to 1100 ml. 1000 to 1100 ml. Next one, inspiratory capacity. Next one, inspiratory capacity. Inspiratory capacity. So the maximum amount of air, maximum amount of air that can be inhaled into the lungs from the normal resting position after breathing out normally. So the normal resting state, so normal resting state, so the normal expiration, normal resting state, normal expression after the maximum air of the inhalation, so they are called the inspiratory capacity. So they are the maximum amount of air that can be inhaled into the lungs from the normal resting position, normal resting position after breathing out normally. So first you air is the expression, normal expression. After you taken up the maximum amount of the air inhalation, maximum amount of the air inhalation, so they are called the inspiratory capacity. So this volume is the 3000 to 3500 ml. 3000 to 3500 ml. Next one, expiratory capacity. Expiratory capacity. Expiratory capacity means the maximum amount of air that can be exhaled after by breathing in normally. So the first of your normal breathing, normal inhalation, normal inhalation after maximum amount of the air exhalation. So they are called the expired capacity. So they are the expired capacity. Expiratory capacity means after normal inspiration, the maximum amount of air, the forced expression. So they are called the expiratory capacity. The maximum amount of air that can be exhaled after normal breathing, after breathing in normal. So after normal breathing, the air is maximum amount of air exhaled. So these are called the expired capacity. Expired capacity. Next one, so the volume is 500 to 600 ml. So they are the TV plus ERV. TV 500 ml. TV 500 ml plus ERV. So the ERV is 1100 to 1000 to 1100. Totally 1500 to 1600 ml. So they are the expired capacity. Expired capacity. So they are the inspired capacity means TV plus IRV. TV means 500. IRV 2500 to 3000. So 3000 to 3500 ml. So they are the expired capacity. Next one, functional residual capacity. Functional residual capacity, FRC. Functional residual capacity. So the volume of air that will remain in the lungs, the volume of air that will remain in the lungs after a normal expiration. So after normal expiration, so normal expiration, after normal expiration, the remaining air presenting in the lungs, normal expiration after the lung contain the air is called the functional residual capacity. Functional residual capacity means after expiration the volume of air presenting in the lungs, so they are called the functional residual capacity. So they are the 2100 to 2300 ml. 2100 to 2300 ml. ERV plus RV. ERV, so ERV 1000 to 1100. Next one, RV 1100 to 1200, totally 2100 to 2300 ml. Next one, vital capacity. Vital capacity. So the maximum volume of air that can be expelled by a forced expiration after forcible inspiration. So vital capacity. If vital capacity means the forced inspiration after forced expiration. So the volume is called the vital capacity. The maximum volume of air that can be expelled by forced expiration after forced inspiration. First you take of the forced inspiration after forced expiration. So they are called the vital capacity. So they are the ERV plus TV plus IRV. ERV plus TV plus IRV. Totally 4000 to 4600 ml. 4000 to 4600 ml. So they are the vital capacity. Vital capacity means maximum volume of air that can be exhaled by the forced expiration after forced inspiration. So they are called the vital capacity. Normally 4000 to 4600 ml. Next one, total lung capacity, TLC, total lung capacity. The maximum volume of air that can be contained in the lungs at the end of maximum inspiration. So the maximum inspiration, the lungs, maximum volume of air that contained in the lungs at the end of the maximum inspiration. So maximum inspiration, the forced inspiration after the lungs containing air is called the total lung capacity. The forced inspiration after the lungs containing air, the total air volume is called the total lung capacity. Total lung capacity. So they are the 5100 to 5800 ml. The total lung capacity, the total air presenting on the lungs after forced inspiration. So they are the 5100 to 5800 ml. So they are the inspiratory volumes and capacities. Inspiratory volumes and capacities. So they are the total in 9 sub headings. So they are the any one 2 marks question in this total 9 side headings, any one in the 2 marks in IP exam. So they are the respiratory volumes and capacities. 2 marks important question.